Yeah, guys, I want to explain the quotex platform before we do the kickoff of starting the trading. One or two signals on demo to see how effective it is. Then we will move to the live account. Now on this quotex platform, once you log in, this will be exactly the dashboard or the interface that you get after you have logged in with your details successfully. What are the key features that we need to know before the kickoff? One is where you need to change the currency. Okay, where you need to change the currency pace, and then mostly the all the OTC have different chart altogether. So if you take example like New Zealand chef OTC, looking at how it is moving on the quotex, if you go to the pocket option with the same New Zealand chef OTC, you get to know, or you will see that the movement is different because it's a different broker. It's not unlike Euro USD that we have on XNET. You find the same chart pattern on Hot Forex, the same thing on IC market, the same thing on different brokers altogether. But this one is mainly OTC. So someone may ask, what is the meaning of OTC? OTC means over the counter, and for that one we will explain it later. This is not the key features that we need to know. So you just click here. Okay, once you click here, you're able to select the currency pair. So you just click on it, and then for you to flip through, maybe you might not see, or you might even cross it without getting to know that you've reached the pair that you want to actually select. So actually, to make it very simple, you just come to the search button and then you type Euro Chef. So Euro Chef OTC, then you click on it. Once you click on it, the chart will be open for you. Now another factor that we need to know is the time. Okay, so that one too, you click on the time. This is the time, that is 7:15, 7:16, the time that you want to end the contract. But I advise you choose the timer. The timer means you are looking at 1 minute, 10 seconds, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on and so on, even 1 hour. But mostly we deal with 1 minute trade. So you click on 1 minute. So that is another key factor. And then the next one is your investment. Okay, so your investment, meaning the stake that you want to invest, or the stake that you want to take the trade. And here you cannot take less than $1. Okay, you cannot take less than $1. So it's $1 and above. But if you want to take 1.5 or 1.2, it will depend on your account. So you just click on a switch, that is this portion. You just click on a switch, and then it will switch to percentage for you. So I'll just click on a switch and I'll use 1% because my account is 1,329. 1% means I'm investing, this is the investment, I'm investing 13.30 That is the 1% of that thousand and something dollars. So 13.30, and then my outcome, that is the payout if I win, will be 25.27. So on the euro chef, if you win, you are going to win 90%. Okay, 90% of what you invested or what you stake. So you just check here too, but it's not all that important for the percentage of or the winning payout. I'm only adding it, and then you just switch it back to the investment. Let's say I want to invest $1, $2, $3, $4, or $5, depending on your account. Okay, mostly risk management is applied to every trading platform, no matter how the signal is, no matter how the platforms look very credible. Payout is very fast, or trading is very fast to make within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you're able to make big money. Always you need to risk well. Okay, so with a trader, you are only risking what you can afford to lose, but here we are only risking what we can, the amount that can give us a return, because we are going to use a martingale strategy. Martingale strategy means if we enter a trade at 1917, so exactly 918, if the contract is a sell and it buys, you are going to enter again after that loss immediately, and I'm going to demonstrate it on a chart so that you can see it. Once the trade wins, we are out and wait for another pair of currency. Once we lose, we are going into martingales. Sometimes we go in one martingale, sometimes we go in two martingales, but mostly it's always two martingale. So if you enter $1 as your initial stake, your first martingale should be $2, so that you recover the $1 that you of your initial stake plus profit. Once the $2 is also loose, you go in $4. So let me take an example here. $1 is giving us 1.83. So if we lose and we go in $2, you are going to win 3.66. So meaning your initial stake $1 plus your $2, making $3 total, you are getting 0.66 as profit. Imagine the $2 also lose, we are going in for $4. Okay, so the $4, if you lost your initial stake of $1, first martingale of $2, which is making $3, plus your last martingale, that is the $4, making it $7. So after the $7 contract is won, you are going to get 0.32 cents as your profit. Okay, so that is how the martingale works. You can increase your martingale depending on your account. Someone may go in a martingale of 1, 3, 6. Someone can also do it 1, 5, 10. Someone can also do it 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, depending on how you want to make the profit. But mostly the signals are always 80 to 90% accuracy. But since the pairs are OTC, that is over the counter, sometimes it's reverse back with speed or move in a speed form. Sometimes too the market relax and move slowly. So always you need to risk well. Now another thing that we need to know is where you actually want to see the trade. Now if you take a trade, you can only find your current trade here. Okay, you find it here. So once you enter a trade, it will be the number of trades will show there. If it is 1, it will show 1. If it is 2, it will show 2. If it is 3, it will show 3. So you click on it, and then you could see this is the recent trades that I've taken. So the current one will be on top for you to see your current and then your close trades that you've done. And mind you, with this OTC market, we don't close or you don't input stop loss. You cannot close and you cannot input stop loss. It's a fixed contract. It's a fixed contract. Once you enter 1 minute, $5, you click on buy. After that 1 minute, if it is a loss, it's a loss. If it is a win, it's a win. You cannot close within 30 seconds, or you want to close after 10 seconds, or you want to close immediately after 1 second. It's not done that way. So always the signals comes in 2 minutes after the time. So let's say it's now 10:20, exactly 10:22 you are going to take a trade. So New Zealand USD, let me demonstrate one. NZD, New Zealand USD. Okay, so on the New Zealand USD, exactly 10:22 we are going for a sell. We are going for a sell. So you'll be timing your time. So this is the time that you need to check. Okay, so you could see that the time is running is rather going down on a seconds. So it's now 10:21. So some few seconds more to 10:22, then you take a sell immediately on the next candle. So you can enter on 2 seconds or 1 second for the next candle. Then you go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you take your sell. Once you take your sell, this is the running trade that I'm taking off. That is the New Zealand USD. I invested $5, and the time is also here. You could see that it is buying, so it's a lose of $0.00. If you want to sell, you can sell for 0.65, and it's not advisable because the market can go and then within some few 10 seconds it can come down. Once you've been taking more trades, you get to know how it works. Now let's take for instance we are losing. Okay, few 10 seconds more we are losing. So what do? You apply the martingale strategy. So I've set my 10 and then I've sell. So with our last martingale, you will set it to 20 USD. Once the contract wins, you wait for another pair of currency. If it still goes up, you enter your last martingale. So that is how to recover your initial stake and then your first martingale. And it's not always guaranteed that since we are going in for 2 martingale, definitely we are going to make profit at the end of the first or the second martingale. We can lose the initial stake with the first martingale and then the second martingale. So Once we lose these three steps, our next signal, once it's drop, since you started with $5, 10 and then 20, your next trade that you need to get, you can start with 10 USD because you've already lost some amount of USD using the martingale strategy. So your initial stake for the next signal should be 10 instead of 5, so that once the two signals are dropped after the loss, you'll be able to recover quickly. I think my network. Okay, so you could see that we've lost it, but after the loss it's coming down, and we cannot risk more of going in the third MTG. We cannot risk more, so always it's advisable we go in for 2 martingales with the initial stake. So we wait. Let me input in my 10 and then wait for the next. So we are going in for the next pair, that is odd chef OTC, exactly 10:30. We are going in for a buy, so some few 20 seconds more to 10:30 and then you make a buy. Since I said once a signal is lost on the initial with the 2 martingales, you need to multiply your initial stake for the first time of the recovery signal. Oh, why my network? This network is worrying me. Okay, so it's now 10:30. I've taken my buy. Let's see how it goes. Let me multiply my martingale. some few seconds more. Few seconds more. Few seconds more. Okay, we've won this contract because we took a buy. So we have recovered the initial stake and then our first martingale. So with our second martingale, we are having a total of 70. So our profit is 2 USD. So the same way, our second signal, it should also start with 10 instead of 5, so that you can recover what have been lost. So guys, that is how it works. If you want to switch, you just click on the arrow sign here to switch from the demo to the real account, and this is where you find your profile. This is where you find some available battle for the prize pool. If you're able to be the winner of first to 10 or first to 5, you can achieve something. So aside that, I think the main key features is selecting your pair, your time, and then your stake together with your running trade. These are the main key features with your time. So the time is where you'll be monitoring the time. If it's getting to the end of the time and you are in loss, you'll be able to know and then add up your martingale strategy. So these are the main key features that you need to know. And if it is a buy, you go on up. If it is a sell, you go on down. So these are the main key features that you need to know before you start the kickoff. So I'll be trying some signals in the group, and then you'll be able to take it and get familiar with how the signals are taken and how profits are made.